We're joined by Dennis Westry, who is an advisor at the Willie Brown College Preparatory Academy. And Dennis, thanks so much for being here with us this morning. And you're very involved with the First Tee as well. Thanks for putting in the time and for being here this morning.
Thank you, John. Mitch, appreciate it, the invite, and thank you so much.
And you brought along what I understand is being dubbed as the Future Foursome. And you've got some guys here that are part of the First Tee, and we hear all this talk about life skills, and it's not all about golf, but for many it is about golf and really getting them out on the golf course, and you're a big part of that.
And it was in the beginning all about golf when the First Tee San Francisco decided to go into the public school system to engage kids in the game of golf, and through that came the life-enhancing skills that we talk about all the time that are really inherent when you talk about the game of golf. The core values are very important, they're very essential, and certainly we want them to be permanent.
Yeah, that's great.
Absolutely, and this is we've been out here for a little over a month now, or just about a month, and it's about the third time we've seen these kids. And I would imagine, judging by the yawns that I've seen, just getting up early in the morning to get out here at this time has got to be a little rough on these guys. That in and of itself is probably the first hurdle for them.
Well, that shows the level of commitment these kids have in terms of what we created here at Harding Park. And that when I say, well, listen, you guys got to be ready at 6. Oftentimes it's 6:05, but today it was great. And yeah, they'll be awake shortly.
How about give us the roster of the Future Foursome here?
Well, today we have, I just want to say that the Future Foursome was created. We had this auspicious start at Willie Brown where the First Tee came in. It didn't work out, and through that we discovered that there were some kids that were really interested in playing golf. And so from that we got 4 kids, and we dubbed them the Future Foursome. It morphed into what is now the Future 15-some. We have about 15 kids from Visitation Valley, Portola neighborhood, Hunters Point, and, of course, the Bayview area. And today we have A.C. Lassant, Anthony Esplana, who is playing in the tournament, Stephen Arquiza, and Kevin Kurtzy. Malik Rahim is also playing in the tournament, and Rayhan Griffin is here today. He's the boy who was featured in the article in the Chronicle, and whose perfect swing was displayed in that paper. Perfect swing.
And we mentioned before going to the break, one of the kids shot 37 out of Fleming the other day, and that is just absolutely wonderful. But you don't necessarily are the grip, stamp, swing sort of guy. You're the other core values more so than that. Is that correct?
Without question. You should know that we require all the kids to learn what those core values are.
Yep.
And so I'm going to repeat them real quick to see if I can get it right. There's confidence, courtesy, honesty, integrity, perseverance, respect, responsibility, and sportsmanship.
Did he get them all, guys? Did he forget anything? No? Geez, you done good. Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah, right. We didn't get any editing from the audience.
Yeah, that's great. And I know 4 of the kids are going to play in the city tournament. Have they played in tournaments before, or any school matches? Or
this past summer was very special in that we got a chance to get the kids down to Monterey to play against other First Tee chapters, and also in San Jose. They had the benefit of competition for the first time this past summer. So I know that through the practice rounds last week, that they know that they're being challenged to compete. And I think they're very excited about this tournament.
And I imagine one of the big things is, teaching them, the etiquette and the kind of the unwritten rules of golf. Well, it is written, but farthest away goes first, so on and so forth. And when they start to get the handle on that, that must make you feel good.
Yeah, it's like the proud father of a kid who's starting to get it and starting to do things that make you proud of them. Certainly, it hasn't always been good times out there in terms of me delivering information about what my expectation is. The kids get a little bit, irritated with me about who goes first. Did you bring a ball marker? Did you clean up the divot? You know,
Break
are you
the
respectful?
bunker.
Exactly.
Yeah, all that sort of stuff.
The way I always think of divots, guys, is that if somebody else puts it back, then my ball might roll across it. So, you know,
And not
somebody
end
else
up.
is helping you and all that.
Yeah.
We're going to be joined by Dennis Westry, who is a advisor at the Willie Brown College Preparatory Academy, but very involved with the first tee and getting the kids out here to play. How many kids right now are involved with the first tee in general here?
Well, you know, I'm not real sure, but I would say upwards of 1,500 kids every year come through this program.
1,500?
Yes.
Wow.
This past summer we had quite a few kids come through. The different programs that were created were structured in a way in which we can serve all the kids throughout the city. And I got to tell you, it exploded. It's just, you know, we got kids coming from everywhere to this program.
How do you think the kids handle the individual nature of golf? You know, I mean, it's just basically you, the golf club, the golf ball, and the golf course. There's no teammate to pass it to. There's no coach sending in a play. There's no referee, you know, saying, you know, foul, first down, strike, ball, whatever. How do they handle the individual nature of
Well,
it?
again, once, you know, the kids were exposed to the game, it was like something that they've never appreciated before.
Yeah.
It was all basketball, baseball, these traditional American sports. But golf was somewhat different in that it had its challenges and its history.
Yeah.
And certainly they didn't grab that right away. We fought the battle that created a fine human being that dresses the part.
Yeah.
It wasn't always that way. It was a situation where, you know, the kids were dressing the way the other kids dressed in the neighborhood. And when it came to the game of golf, they saw these well-dressed men and women who came to the golf course and who were well-groomed and with their pants pulled up. And so with that being said, look at what we've created here.